Hi, I'm Noah, and welcome to the first video in my series about music theory. I want to take this video to just kind of introduce what I'm trying to do and who I am and why I'm trying to do it. For starters, I want to try and put out 2 videos a week, one on Friday and one on Saturday. The Friday video will require no previous music theory knowledge. The Saturday video will require some basic understanding of terms. Basically, if you know what a chord is, you'll be fine. All videos will be divided by topic and subtopic, the subtopic being specifically, this video is about this, the topic being a little more broad. So Friday topics would include basics, which are fundamentals of music theory and basic terminology. There'll be philosophy, which is going to be topics about music theory itself, how I approach it, how other people approach it, how people, in my opinion, approach it wrong, things like that. Ear training is oral analysis of music, and then we'll eventually get to some written analysis and composition. That will require previous knowledge, but at that point it will all have been gone over in the previous videos. So if you're watching, you'll be fine. Saturday will cover harmony from jazz music, classical music, as well as rock and metal. We'll talk about rhythm, we'll talk about melody, and we'll also go over some strategies for approaching accompaniment and orchestration. The only real order to the videos other than that is going to be my own kind of flights of fancy and what I want to talk about that week. I will say the subtopics are unevenly distributed. Harmony and ear training make up over half of what I've planned so far, but that could shift, that could change, who knows. I want to try and keep all of these short, between 3 and 7 minutes ideally. I think that's just the ideal length for something like this, any type of educational YouTube thing. It also means that if you're familiar with some of these topics, you don't need to sit through 20 minutes of something you already know to find the 5 minutes you don't. So anyway, just a little about me. I've formerly studied classical music from the Renaissance through today. I've studied jazz from the 1890s to the 1960s, primarily on bebop, and on my own I've studied rock and metal from the 1960s through today. I have a degree in music composition. I work in a music composition factory making eighth notes, though I was in accidentals for about a week, but that was a mistake. Anyway, I'm actually a freelance sound engineer, primarily live sound. I still write and record my own music. I play keyboard, guitar, and I sing. I hope to have a solo album out by the end of the year. I also teach theory, so if you live in the DC, Northern Virginia, Maryland area, I'm available for in-person lessons, and if you're in a different area, I'm available for Skype lessons. So message me on YouTube or email me at noahtheory@gmail.com. Anyway, I'm primarily doing this for fun. I really like this topic, this thing of music theory. I think it's great. I think it's super fun to just study it. But I also think there's a need for it, and I know plenty of musicians who want to learn it, but learning in a formal setting never worked for them. There's not really a lot of great options for self-teaching this. So I'm just going to try and do my best to meet those needs. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and tune in for some videos.